today's video is going to be very simple, I promise. I have decided that I am going to transition to an all-natural deodorant. Many of the big name deodorants that we all know and love actually contain harmful chemicals that could potentially cause cancer. One of the biggest threat, I guess, to our well-being is the fact that they add aluminum in most of the deodorants that are available on the market. Personally, I've been trying to transition into a more sustainable way of living and just a more non-toxic way of living. And I think one of the first things that I've decided to make non-toxic is just my beauty care products and my hygiene products. I think that's a fairly easy place to start. I actually tried natural deodorants before in the past, and I would say it worked about 60 or 70%. I just remember always having to keep it on me and always having to reapply just because it just doesn't keep you as fresh as the other deodorants that are available on the market. Needless to say, I've decided that this time I'm actually going to do some research about how to make these natural deodorants work and what's the best techniques for those wanting to transition from regular deodorant to a more natural deodorant. So with that being said, based on the research that I have been looking at, many of these resources have suggested that you do an underarm detox. Now, I always have these ingredients on me in my home because I'm a DIY fanatic, so I thoroughly enjoy making my own face masks, making my own body wash, hair oils. That's just something I do on a regular, so I have these ingredients at home. Now, what an underarm detox is meant to do is draw out the toxins that are under your arm that's been there from the old deodorant, and then it kind of gives like your arm a clean slate so that once you apply the natural deodorant, it stays longer and it stays fresher. So the main ingredient that I'm gonna put in this underarm detox is bentonite clay. I only have a little bit left, but this should be enough to make a supply that I could use for about 10 days. That's like the minimum amount of days you're meant to put this detox under your arm to prepare your arm for the natural deodorant. And I have this charcoal and anise powder that I bought on my travels to Bali. It's actually supposed to be like a teeth whitener. So it also has charcoal and star anise. It's made from activated coconut charcoal, dark earthen clay, anise powder, clove powder, East Bali sea salt. I guess all you actually need is just the charcoal, but because this is the only thing I have that has the charcoal in it, I'm going to use this, and I think that all of these ingredients should be okay to put under my arm. So if you're making this at home, the two ingredients would be bentonite clay, activated charcoal. All you're gonna need is a wooden bowl because bentonite clay should be mixed with wooden utensils or plastic utensils. Do not use metal. It just does not mix well with metal or glass. So either plastic or wood. And then our two main ingredients, the bentonite clay and the charcoal. And then I have some water and some apple cider vinegar. Now, I'm not really going to measure this. I'm just going to use my eyeball, but I think for about 10 days, I'm going to use about a cup. I mean, I can always make more if I need to. And then I'm just going to use literally like a half a teaspoon of charcoal powder. If you're using like the little tablets, you can use like 1 tablet and that should be fine. Don't need too much of it because this is quite potent, charcoal. And it's not really the star of the show. It's just like someone's gonna make an appearance, but they're not really the star. The star is the bentonite clay. So this is just to enhance it a bit. And what I'm gonna do is just add my water and add a little bit of my apple cider vinegar, and I'm gonna make like a little paste. I'm just using my fingers, but you can use a spoon or anything as long as it's wooden or plastic. You can do that. I'm just mixing it up. And if you can see, just mixing it with my hands. To prepare my underarm for the mask, I'm just gonna add a little bit more apple cider vinegar just to give it a bit more of a, yeah, that's perfect. Just gonna mix that up. Looks good. So what you get is like this clay-like consistency, if you can see. There we go, like a clay-like consistency. And this is gonna go under the arms. So before I go ahead and put this under my arm, we're gonna have to prep my arm. This is a bit messy, I know, but I love a little mess here and there. Makes life interesting. All right, so I'm just going to, I guess I don't really need to wash my hands. So yeah, that's it. So just to prepare my underarm, what I'm gonna do is just put a little soap and water on this little cotton pad. This is a reusable cotton pad that I got from my local eco store. It's supposed to be able to do 15,000 uses. Don't know how true that is. I've probably used it a few times. I use it instead of getting the disposable rounds. I got these, so they're quite cool, quite handy. And I'm just gonna wet this with some soap and water, and then I'm just gonna clean my underarm. I reckon it would be good to do this like once you're out of the shower, like straight out of the shower. I would probably, from my routine, I would probably just do this straight out the shower, just because my underarms would already be clean. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna go ahead with this and just clean my underarm with some soap and water. And I literally just used some soap. Right now I'm using Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, and I just put a little water on it. That's the soap I use, just to make sure it's clean. And then now that that's done, I'm just gonna let it dry out a bit. So now that it's all nice and dry, we're gonna go ahead and put the mask under our arms. So I'm literally just gonna take not that much, and I'm gonna be pretty liberal with it. And just put it under my arms, all around. Let's get that going. That's one arm, and then I'm gonna do it under the other arm. Looks like I did a bit too much, so next time when I do it, I'm gonna put less. I'll probably just put the rest on my face later as a face mask. But that's what I love about bentonite clay. Like, it's like a multi-use clay. You can use it on any part of your body actually, and it's also a lightening agent as well. So on top of detoxing my arm, it'll actually act as a lightening agent to lighten my underarm, which is not a bad thing. That's it, guys. That's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just leave these. I'll leave this on for like 10-15 minutes. I'll rinse it, and then I'll just let it air dry, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a short video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click the subscribe button, that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.